Within the next few hundred days, I'm going to be doing something that nobody has ever done before in hardcore Minecraft. However, the project is going to require loads of resources, so I'm going to make overpowered farms to get them. And the first of which is a honey farm. But before I do anything else, I'm going to fly far away in the nether, build a portal, and see how long it takes me to get a stack of diamonds. Also, I am on 1.20, so there are some other things I could find as well. And it also means that there should be more diamonds. There's a dungeon over here, I'm gonna break the spawner real quick. Could have some good stuff in it. Yeah, it had a notch apple, nice. Alright, I gotta get out of here before I die though. The chances of dungeons having notch apples is very low. And there's also more diamonds over here as well. And I think I must have loaded these chunks before 1.20, because I'm not finding that many diamonds. However, I have just found one of the largest caves I've ever seen, so if there are diamonds, they're going to be in here. And it looks like there's an ancient city over there. Did not turn on my warden disabler, so it's a bit scary to go in there. But I guess I'll try. You know, I think I've realized that there's not really anything good in ancient cities other than notch apples. Okay, I think I'm just going to open this chest and then... Alright, open this one. Oh, nice. Alright, now I'm gonna go. I'm pretty sure this is the one that's more common in the ancient cities. And here are the last diamonds we need to get to a stack. It was just over 22 minutes, but I also got more than a stack, so that's pretty good. And it turns out I somehow only have 8 obsidian, meaning I can't get out. I can't go back into the nether to go back home. Okay, well that works. I didn't realize I was using my fortune pickaxe. Now I can head to the nether and fly all the way back home. And evening is the perfect time to get beehives for the honey farm, so I can put all of these in here for now, and start collecting beehives. And this should be enough bee nests. I'm going to need to breed more bees though, because I need 3 in each nest, and I have 8 right now. And that's of course including the ones in my chest at home. And this should be everything I need for the farm. I'm going to make the farm at spawn so that it's always loaded. Also, I might as well see how the iron farm is doing. There's quite a backup. Eventually I'm going to have to make a larger storage system for this farm. Probably learn how to make a shulker loader and then do that. But now I can get to work building. Now I should be able to place bee nests right here and the bees will not escape. And that is all of them placed down. So I should now be able to break these blocks. And now the bees will come out. I don't think there's bees in these hives right here. That's why there's none out right now. So I'm going to have to breed more. But now I can place redstone on each of these dispensers. And repeaters set to 4 ticks going down the middle. There should be a redstone torch here, a comparator here, and I think here. And then redstone dust right along like this. Okay, actually this is supposed to be moved over a bit. And now this should be the farm complete other than a storage system, which I can put in right here. And I'm probably going to have to expand this, I'm just not going to do it right now. And it turns out I actually did this wrong. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like this. Yeah, so now it's going to work as a clock. And I can also turn it off with this lever. And I bred some more bees, I just have to wait until night to see if they all go in. If one of them stays out, then it means I have enough. Otherwise, it means that I probably don't. And while I wait, I can get some sand for bottles. And that should be plenty of bottles for now. So I can fill some with honey. If I just put these in here, then that should be good. And now I should be able to put all of these glass bottles into this dispenser. Also, I'm pretty sure I do need more bees. But the farm does seem to be working. Now this bee farm might be okay, but I'm going to need a lot more honey, so I'm going to have to expand it. So it's time to search for even more bee nests. And I got 7 more beehives, which is enough for now. I'm trying to get another one, but I can't seem to find one. So 7 is just going to have to be enough for now. And I accidentally had my mic off for a couple of days, but I expanded the bee farm, bred more bees, and got a ton of sand. And now that my mic is working again, I'm going to go into the nether and get some blaze rods because I'm going to need a lot of them to smelt the sand. And this is plenty of blaze rods, and while this smelts I might as well check and see how the bees are doing. Okay, we have a bit of a situation. I do not know why there's glass bottles everywhere. That's very weird. I am starting to get more honey, but it's not going to be nearly enough. Because the next farm I'm making is a stacking raid farm and it needs over 100 blocks of honey. It's also going to need a lot more glass. I'm going to need about 10 times as much as I already have, so it's definitely going to take a while. Now I've gotten all of the sand that I need to, and I'm putting it into the furnaces. It turns out I was wrong about how much I needed. I actually needed almost 18 stacks. And while that's melting, I can gather all the resources I need for the farm. One of those things is 91 stone, and I've gotten a good amount of things that I need. I still need a lot more stuff that I cannot get right now. I need to use the raid farm to get more redstone, and I also need to get slime at a swamp. I think first I'm going to go to the raid farm. It turns out I already had some emeralds in there, which should be enough, so I don't even have to use the raid farm. And while it's still night, I'm going to go to the swamp to get slime. After that, I should have everything I need except the rest of the honey, but I don't need the honey until later, so it's probably fine to start now. And now I have plenty of slime, and with that, everything is crafted and ready to go. Obviously, I still need to get more honey though. And I think I'm going to put it right about here, so it's time to get to work. I'm going to start off by making a glass platform over the entire chunk. Actually, it has to be 1 block higher. There we go. I'm also going to make a 6x6 platform right here. And now I need to place soul sand right here and right here. Then I'm going to put glass like this. Then I'm going to come back 7 blocks. And I'm not going to say exactly what I'm doing for the entire thing. The link to the tutorial I followed is in the description below. And it turns out another thing that I'm going to need for this farm is packed ice. I'm going to have to go get some. I always end up missing something when I'm making these farms. That is 9 packed ice, which I can turn into blue ice. So now I can get back to work. And right in these water areas is where the mobs are going to go, and I'm going to hit them with the sword with sweeping edge. I'm basically going to stand right here and hit an armor stand, and the sweeping edge is going to make it go to all of these mobs that are in here. And then the items are going to go down here, and eventually I'm going to put a hopper right here, and then I'll make a collection system. I'll probably do a shulker loader, but I don't have to worry about that just a second. And this is the drop chamber right here that I'm making right now. I just have to tower it all the way up to Y90. There we go. And on top of these stairs right here, that's where they're going to spawn, and it's also where the Ravagers are going to die. And in order to actually kill the Ravagers, I'm going to need some lava. So I'm going to head into the nether and collect some here. However, I'm going to need quite a bit more than this. So I'm going to grab some iron and make 6 more buckets, which can now be filled with lava. And I should probably make some more bottles to go into the bee farm. I'm sure this is plenty for now. So now I can put cauldrons just like this, and lava can go inside. And now with this done, I have to work on the redstone at the bottom. To start, I'm going to put repeaters like this, with redstone along like this, and repeaters here. And now that that's done, I'm going to need to do the honey part. And I clearly do not have nearly enough. However, I'll do what I can for now. However, because it's really annoying to use honey with a build because I can't really jump on it, I'm going to go back home, grab some iron blocks, and build a jump boost beacon right here. You know, it's hard to make a beacon without a beacon. Yes, definitely a big oversight from me. Let me just take this beacon real quick and put it right here. Now I can build with honey a lot easier. And I've just run out of honey, and the farm is definitely coming along now. And after getting more honey at the honey farm, I can fly back and keep placing honey. And I'm once again out of honey, but I need 17 more, and it's definitely going to be a while until I get that. So I think I'm going to spend some time looking for another beehive. Actually, hold on a second. It looks like there's one. Yeah, there's one right here. So I can take this back and put it into the bee farm. And once I finish building the raid farm over there, I also need to transport villagers, so I might as well bring some over now. Here's villager number 1. Now he can be dropped off if he ever decides to walk up the stairs. And I think putting them right here is okay for now. What is this? What is happening? This boat just went through the ground. But anyway, there's villager number 2, 3, 4, and finally 5. And meanwhile, I've been getting lots of honey from the honey farm, so I can fly up and continue building. And once again, I need even more honey. I'm pretty sure I actually need a lot more than I originally thought, because I only just finished building the place for the 3rd villager. And with this honey bottle, I officially have enough honey for the entire farm, so I can fly back and keep building. And now I've finished building every single block of honey, and I'm working on the place for the 4th villager right now. And now I've officially finished all of the redstone for it. The last villager is going to be somewhere up there. So I'm going to tower up 24 blocks. And now I'm going to place a composter here, with glass going all around it. And now I can get rid of this bridge. So now I can drop all the way down here. And use a totem. I can take 2 buckets of water. I can break this block, I think. And I can put water here and here. And now it'll all flow right here. And right here is where I'm going to put the storage system. Before I make the item sorter, I'm going to completely cover this beacon with glass, just in case. And now, in order to build the item sorter, I'm going to need a lot of resources. And one of the things I'm going to need is almost 3 stacks of observers. And I don't really have enough redstone for that. And I could usually just buy it with emeralds, but I'm completely out of those too. So I don't usually like to do this, but I'm going to have to take from the emerald beacon again. Because once I finish the raid farm, it's going to give me over 200,000 emeralds per hour. I'm also going to need a lot more quartz. And now I have to convert all of this stone into cobblestone. Yeah, this is definitely going to take a while. And now it is all transferred into cobblestone, and I can start crafting all of the observers I need. And now that is all the observers done, so now I can start gathering the other resources that I need. And this is everything I need for the shulker box loaders. However, on top of the shulker box loaders, I also have to make a sorting system, and I do not have nearly enough stuff for that. Somehow I completely ran out of stone and wood, so I'm going to have to use the wood farm, and I'm also going to have to mine more stone. And now I officially have everything I need for the item sorters. It definitely took a long time to get everything, but I'm sure it'll be very worth it afterward. So the first step is going to be to clear out all the water under here. And because I have so much of it, I'm just going to use iron for the walls. And now I think this should be enough space for the machine. I might have to go a bit lower, but we'll see. So I'm going to take out my sponges and get to work draining. And now the room is completely drained and I'm just gathering up these wet sponges. I'm going to start out by placing glass along here, and hoppers can be placed going into that glass. Now I can break this glass and start placing stone along it like this. And I've actually just realized that I want to expand this wall out this way, so I'm going to have to mine this back up. And now the room is expanded 4 blocks this way, so now I can build the item sorters. And I'm going to do these first 5 before I do anything else, so that means it is time to move on to the shulker loader. And in order to build the shulker box loaders, I actually did have to expand this down even more. It's just kind of crazy how much room this farm takes up. And this should be the first one done. I'm not completely sure if this is going to work right here. I might have to lower it one more, but we'll see. I hope that it works. So now I just need to repeat it for the other ones. And that is it repeated for the other 4. When an item comes in through the top, it should be sorted and then sent down here. And then it should be put into a shulker box, and when the shulker box is full, it'll be sent into here. And then another shulker box will be put right here. It is a bit complicated, I hope it works, but I'm not completely sure. And the next thing is to put water right here. Hopefully it doesn't mess up anything. It should flow, yep, I wanted it to flow right to there, so that's good. So now I'm going to put blue ice here, and I forgot to grab one, but I'm going to have to put a sign right there. But I don't need to do it just yet. Instead, I can work on the other sorters. However, once again, I have to expand the wall that way, so I'm going to have to fly back home and get some more iron. And I might as well get some signs while I'm at it. Okay, I might have made a mistake. Hold on. I forgot to light this up and now there's mobs everywhere. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But now to expand this wall 4 blocks. And now it is expanded that way by 4 blocks, so I can begin the collection system right here. So I just got the Surge Protector achievement, meaning I think one of my villagers might have just gotten struck by lightning. Okay, I think it's just because the lightning landed near them, but that's too close for comfort. Yeah, one of my villagers could have easily been struck by lightning. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to fly back home and sleep. And now I can peacefully work on the farm. And that's this area done. And if I place water here, hopefully it won't go out. I don't think it will. It should go right to the edge. Yep, it does. So now I can begin the next one. And I've actually just run out of hoppers. I need 21 more, and luckily I can just make some right now, because I have extra wood in here and obviously I have a lot of iron. And with those crafted, I can finish the storage system. And now I have completely finished the item sorters for all of the items. Basically, if an item drops in there, it'll go all the way around and be sorted into shulker boxes and then end up in these chests. And now these are all the things I need to sort. However, I also need shulker boxes, so I can empty this out. And that is as many as I can carry for now. So I'm going to head back to the overworld and start filling up all of these hoppers. And now all the filters are done, so in order to finish the collection system, I just have to add shulker boxes. So it's time to get crafting. This could take a while. And in order to fill all of these up, I'm going to need a lot more wood. In fact, I actually need 33.5 stacks more logs. So I'm going to take one of these with me and fill it completely with logs and also some of my inventory. But just in case I break my axe, first I'm going to use the gold farm to repair it. And now I can get chopping. And now all of the wood that's in my inventory, plus all of the wood that's in this shulker box right here, is enough to fill up the farm. So it just shows how many shulker boxes it takes to fill up this farm. It's completely insane. So now I just need to put all the shulkers into these barrels. Now in every single part, the dropper, the hoppers, and the barrel are completely full of shulker boxes. And I can now take all of my stuff back. And the last thing to do with the sorting system is actually to put a shulker box into each of these spots, which I can do by pressing this button right here. As you can see, shulker box goes right there, so I can do that with every single one of these. And now there's a shulker box in every single spot, and I can start putting the villages in now. And it's definitely going to be annoying, but I think the best thing to do is make a pillar going all the way up there with a water chute. So I'm going to fly back home and make a ton more iron blocks to build the tower with. This should be enough. But now I can get building. Now I just need the first villager to cooperate. He's going in the opposite direction. Stop, stop, stop. If he goes in here, it'll trigger the farm. Okay. Bad things would happen if he did that. And there goes the first villager up the water chute. And he should just go right into there. So now I can put a roof on, and he's in there for life now. But it shouldn't be too bad for him. I mean, he has 2 composters he can work with, so I'm sure he's fine. What? So a spider spawned and actually triggered the farm, and it moved this. I hope that it still works. And there goes up the 5th villager. He's just going to go right in. So I can mine up all this iron, and the farm should be done. There's a few more things I have to do, but they shouldn't take long. That's not good. Oh no! No! All this work that I put in, just all ruined. And now everything is completely mined up. However, I'm pretty sure some items fell in here, so I have to check the collection system just in case. They went into this shulker box right here. Just gonna have to mine this up and get this stuff out of it. And now it can go back in here, and it should be working now. However, I first want to change all of these slabs to be glass, because I don't know if having slabs there will affect the farm, and I really don't want it to. And while that's smelting, I'm going to grab 2 armor stands, and I might as well put all of my iron away. I clearly have way too much of it. And now I can replace all of these slabs with glass, and put 1 armor stand here, and then another one right here. And you might think that's all I have to do, but no. I can't actually use this sword for this farm, and that's because it has fire aspect, and that would mean that the armor stands would burn. So that means I have to make a new netherite sword for this farm only. But in 1.20, they actually made things a lot more complicated to turn into netherite, so not only do I have to get ancient debris, I also have to fly to unloaded chunks in the nether to find a bastion that has a smithing template in it. And there's one right in this chest. With that, I can now fly back home, so now I can make a netherite ingot, as well as a diamond sword, and I can upgrade it to netherite. And I don't seem to have a sweeping edge librarian. I'm going to have to get this guy to trade me sweeping edge. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And finally I got sweeping edge 3. It took so long. So I can now enchant the sword. Now after I put this observer here, and I put this one right here, I think I should be ready to get Bad Omen now. However, I am concerned about this villager right here. I don't really want to start a raid in this raid farm. So I'm sorry about this, but there's only one way to do this. I need to get him in a boat and then move him away. Imagine if I had to kill him. Yeah, that would never happen. I think right here next to this island should be good enough. So now it's time to finally use the raid farm. I've never been nervous before when I started a farm, but I just put so much work into this one and so many things could go wrong. And that is Bad Omen acquired. Alright, so now I think I want to come around this way and go really low. And I want to come right here. And now, I think right about now, I want to start doing this. It should be working. Hopefully. It might take a second. Okay, I think there's something wrong. I don't think a raid spawned. There's something wrong. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong here. A raid was supposed to spawn right there. Also, somehow mobs are spawning in here. I have no idea how. I'm pretty sure everything is spawn-proofed. But now, why isn't this working? I think it could be what happened with the villagers. So I think I have to fix all of these villagers things. Just in case I messed something else up, I'm going to try one more time. So I'm going to try one more time just in case I did something else wrong, because I really do not want to have to fix those villager things. Alright, here we go. One more try. This should be working. I'm going to try fixing these villager things and see if that works. And now all the villager things should be fixed, but now it's time for take 3. And if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. And now I wait until right about now to start hitting it with my sword. I don't think it's gonna work again. What is wrong with it? I'm so confused as to why they're not spawning. I've just done some testing of the farm on another world, and it turns out that earlier some water washed away this redstone right here, and I never put it back, so it's good now. But I also found out that this sword, the way it is now, is not going to work. I'm going to need to get some glass bottles, as well as a few more blocks. Now I'm going to have to extend this way. I have to put a sign here and put lava right here, and that'll take care of any extra items that don't get sorted. Another thing is that I accidentally put some of these droppers upside down, and by droppers I mean observers. However, one more thing that I noticed from testing it is that I spawn a lot of vexes no matter what I do, and there's only one thing you can do to keep vexes from spawning, which is to build vex suppressors. But there's just one problem. See, to build vex suppressors you actually need evokers, and it looks like we've had a slight situation over here. I think some zombies got in. And I was going to get a cartographer with one of those villagers, but I guess it's not an option now. Unless I fly to a different village. Luckily there's one not too far away, so I can give somebody a job and level him up until he trades me a Woodland Explorer map. This could take a lot of paper. And finally he's trading the Woodland Explorer map. That took way too long. So now I can buy it, and after a quick stop at the sugarcane farm, I can start looking for the Woodland Mansion. Oh, and it looks like I just got back adventuring time. Yeah, 1.20 added Cherry Grove, so it made me lose that achievement. Also, I might as well get some saplings from here if I can. Anyway, after more searching, I found the Woodland Mansion. So now I just need to find some evokers. There's one right there. So I should probably put on my chestplate now, and hopefully I don't just die. Alright, so there's an evoker in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break these and put a nether portal right here. Now I want this Vindicator to come out. There we go. So now I can light this portal and go through. I hope he doesn't notice me. Now if I go up to the nether roof, I can build a portal here, and it should link up to the one in the Woodland Mansion. Okay, it did. So now if I go back through, I can make rails going all the way to the raid farm. And look at this, I've actually come across the shulker farm. I had a feeling I might pass it, and it should be right about here that I have to do it. And I think my coordinates might have been a bit off because I'm right next to the gold farm. So what I'm going to do is fly all the way to the raid farm, build another portal, and divide the coordinates I'm at by 8. And I was just about at the right spot. So the nether portal should connect to this one, I hope it does. I don't really want to have any portal linking issues. And the nether portal has to be exactly right here, and hopefully it connects when I light it. Okay, it clearly didn't. But if I break this portal, and then light this one, it brings me right into this portal. And if I go back through, it does seem to work. Perfect. And before I get the evokers, there's a few more things I'm going to need for the vex suppressors. Now I've gotten everything I need for the vex suppressors, other than the evokers obviously. So now I can get to work building, and luckily it shouldn't take too long. And now I need to put an iron golem in here. And the next thing is actually to add the evokers, but I have to build another one of these on the other side too. So I can just do that right now. And that is this side complete. And for now I'm going to cover this up so that when I get the evokers in, they can't see the iron golems. And this should make it a bit easier to get the evokers in. It's still probably going to be a nightmare, but it shouldn't be too bad. As long as they don't spawn vexes and kill the villagers, I'll be fine. So I don't think I can put it off any longer. I think it's finally time to get the evokers. However, before I do that, I better get some non-thorns armor. Okay, hopefully I don't die here. I don't really have good armor, so it's definitely a possibility. Alright. Hopefully he'll follow me in. I need to push him into the portal. I don't really want the Vindicator to go in. Okay, hold on. Alright, this isn't good. Hold on, let me regroup. Let me get my good armor again. Alright, I'm going to have to kill that Vindicator that's in the nether. So that's that dealt with. So it's time for take 2. Okay, he's right here. He's in the worst part of the room. I need you to move. Alright, I don't want to use a totem because I know if I do, I'm going to die. I just need the evoker to go into the right spot. Alright, I don't know if I put him in the boat or if I just got vexes, but someone's in there. Just get in the boat. Good. Alright, get me out, get me out. I got him in the boat, that's what matters. I have to run in there and get in the boat as fast as I can before he spawns the vexes. I don't know if this is a good idea. I need to find another way to do this. They do too much damage. I think the best way to do this is use rails again. Somehow he doesn't even see me right now, so that's good. Oh, he saw me. Okay, let's just put these here. No, the vexes shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. I don't want the evoker to die to my thorns. That's why I'm using non-thorns armor. So I've looked it up, and it turns out that evokers actually don't get damaged by thorns. So even if he hits me with the spikes or the fangs, it won't do damage. I'm gonna have a lot of vexes to deal with when I go into the nether, though. Here, I need to break this boat, and hopefully he can just get in the minecart. Please. Yes, he's in the minecart. He should just go into the portal if I break the minecart. Alright, he's in the portal. He's in the nether. Finally. Alright, that means I have to be careful now because there's a lot of vexes in the nether. Hopefully if I just throw some items in, it should load the other side and hopefully make them die. Okay, good. If I kill this zombie, I can then... Okay, he just went back into the overworld. He just went back through the portal. Alright, you need to go into a boat. Okay, I need to break this portal. And now I can get this guy in a boat. Hopefully if I send a minecart, he should be in the boat and the minecart. Yes, it's working. And now he's just gonna go that way, very far and very fast. So I guess I can just follow him all the way there. Okay, good, he's still coming. I think I might need to put some blocks here. There we go. So now I need to go through this portal, and alright, this is the problem. These vexes here might kill the villagers. I hope not. So after I put these walls here, he shouldn't be able to get out. So now I just have to hope that I can get him through the portal. Now if I... Okay, hold on. I don't want to die here. Alright, let's just fly away for a second. Now I can just break this. And he should just go right into the portal. Oh my goodness, that does a lot of damage. Wow. Alright, let's let's not die. Alright, there's all the vexes sorted out. I know there's going to be some on this side too, so I need to be careful about that. Let's get rid of this portal. I need him to go over this way. I'm going to use a totem again. Let's put rails going like this. I need him to get right here. I can break this boat. Okay, stop. I just almost died. That was one hit away. Wow. They're just completely destroying my armor. But now if I break this boat and then put this here, I can hopefully get him in. Yes, get in. I just need to push him. Oh, why isn't he going in? I put walls there, but I'm so close. Alright, here we go. I need to break these and then get out. I just need him to fall in. He should be able to just do it, but he's not. Oh, there he goes. Perfect. Alright, I need to not die. So luckily I don't have to move the evoker anymore. So once these vexes despawn, I can put dispensers here and water right here. Then I can put 4 boats inside it and place them with a button. Then I can close this up and repeat for the other spots. And that should be all the sides done. So now if I come right here, all the vexes that he spawns should end up in the boats. So I can get rid of all of this, and I can also open this up. So now it's time to get the second evoker, and hopefully I can set this up a bit better this time. But before I get the other evoker, I'm going to repair my armor at the gold farm. And now everything is repaired, so I'm going to head back to the mansion and attempt to capture another evoker. I need him to get in the minecart. Okay, go. Go. So now I can break this minecart. Okay, get in the portal. Now I just need to deal with these vexes. Now I can break this portal and hopefully get the evoker in a boat. Alright, he's standing on the boat. Why won't he get into it? No, don't go. No! Oh my goodness. Alright, get in there. Get in the boat. No, it's going the wrong way. Go. Go. Just go. The problem is this guy keeps getting further and further away. Alright, stop. And he's going, finally. But there's some things I need to do at the raid farm first before I can actually let him in. Okay, he's in the portal waiting for me. And now I should be ready to get him in. Or at least I hope so. So now if I put some rail here, I can send him over with a minecart. But now I can just push him in. So finally I can break these blocks, and I can remove all these rails. However, there is one more thing I need from the Woodland Mansion, and that's my redstone shulker box. Yeah, I just completely forgot it here. But with that done, I can clean up all of this rail. And now you may think with all those vex suppressors done, there's no way they could spawn vexes and kill me now, right? But actually, no matter what I do, eventually they're going to spawn vexes, so I can't use the farm too much at a time. So here comes the scary part. I need to kill a raid captain and start the farm. I basically need to hit this armor stand, and hopefully raids should start. It might not work first try. Wait, they're spawning. Okay, I just need to hope that no vexes spawn. This farm probably takes like 5 minutes to warm up fully, but so far it is working pretty well. And you can really see just how fast this is. So I'm going to use the farm for like 15 minutes and see how much stuff I get. Okay, but vexes are spawning, so I need to fly away. If I take damage, that just basically means fly away because vexes are spawning. That did not take long for them to spawn. There must be something wrong with the timing here. Honestly, the lag that these guys are causing is insane. It's just because there's so many of them, and the problem is they keep spawning. So I think what I'm going to do is add a delay here, and hopefully that will help, but we'll see. I could die here. Look at how many there are. Oh my goodness. See, they land in the water sometimes and they don't land on the glass, meaning it takes 2 shots in order to kill them. And then the evokers spawn vexes after I hit them 1 time. But I think I'm going to be done using the farm for now. And the way I actually turn it off is by pressing this button right here, and I have to do it until no more raiders drop from there. But there are still about 100 right here, and that's because the witches are healing them and the only way they can die is with my sword. But none more seem to be falling, so what I can do is fly very, very high, basically anywhere above world height. And now if I come back down, they should all be gone. Yep, there's none there anymore, meaning the farm is fully shut off. I'm going to experiment with this. It might be that I have to delay my attacks more, but let's see how much I've actually gotten. So I'm going to take this shulker box of emeralds and see how much is in it. I was only using the farm for about 8 to 10 minutes, but this is the first shulker box of emeralds. It's not quite half full, but all of these shulker boxes have emeralds in them. And this right here is what all that adds up to. I'm going to put the extra shulker boxes back in here, not that one. And I definitely did not get that much redstone. It gets about 7,000 redstone per hour. And as you can see though, I got loads and loads of unstackable items. And because I used so many totems earlier, I might as well take some now. I'm going to use this farm a lot more next episode, but I think I've had enough of that farm for this episode. Also, it's thundering, so I might be able to get some skulls tonight. I just need to figure out where I put my trident. Finally, I found it. It was just in some random shulker box in my chest. So I should just be able to throw it at it, and yeah, there we go. I got 2 there, okay. I don't really want my trident to be blown up though, so I want to get it. I kind of want a shield for this, but it's okay, I guess. Yeah, I knew that would happen. But did I get a skull? I got a creeper skull. Did I get anything else? I guess it only works for one mob because there's no other skulls here. Also, I have this huge mess to clean up now. Yeah, I probably could have found a better place to do this. And look at that. I have a creeper head and a zombie head now. And I also have 0 totems in my inventory. Now I have to patch up these holes. Now I can put these in the treasure room. And now I got all of these emeralds, so I might as well make some blocks and repair the emerald beacon. I can also use the diamonds I got earlier to add to the diamond beacon. Yeah, there's still a long way to go. But hey, at least I'm over half done, right? And a very long time ago, I started draining this monument, and I kind of got about halfway done with the perimeter and then just stopped doing it. But I think it's about time that I continue it. However, it's going to take over 10,000 more glass, and it just takes too long to smelt. In fact, if I did it all in one furnace, it would take the same amount of time that it takes to make a full 100 days video, which is a lot. So I've decided to make a huge super smelter that can cope with all of the sand that I need to smelt. To make the super smelter, I'm going to need a lot of items, which is kind of typical for me. I usually need a lot of items for my farms. And I was going to say I would need a load of hoppers, but I don't have enough chests for it. And I don't have any wood left. And I'm going to need quite a bit for hoppers. So I'm going to spend some time at the tree farm. And all this should be enough wood, so I can fly back and start making everything I need. And now I have everything I need for the smelter. It's also nice to not have these furnaces here anymore. But I think I'm going to make this farm at spawn, so that I don't need to make a chunk loader for it. But that means I'm going to need to clear out a lot of these trees. And that should be a large enough space cleared out, so I can put away the items I got, and start building the farm. And now that is the system to refuel the furnaces. Now the input system is done as well. However, before I go any further, I'm going to need something to fuel the furnaces with. So I'm going to use the blaze farm until I get a lot of blaze rods. And now I've gotten loads of blaze rods. I'm going to put as many as I can in this shulker box and take the rest in my inventory. I had to AFK this farm for a long time in order to get that many blaze rods. And in the future, this farm is not going to be good enough. So next episode, I'm probably going to try to work on a better one. But now I'm going to put these blaze rods in here as well as in this hopper. And all of the rest of them can go in this chest. And now I just need to place a load of furnaces. And now the smelter should be done. It should last quite a while with these blaze rods. I'm going to send out this minecart. And now all of these furnaces have blaze rods in them. So I should be ready to get some sand. So I'm going to grab an empty shulker box. And that is the shulker box completely filled. And one shulker box is not going to be nearly enough. I'm going to need over 5, but it is a start for now. And before I do anything else, I'm actually going to put a hopper right here, with a redstone lamp right there, and then a lever. Now if I put this in this hopper, as you can see, nothing goes through. So the hopper won't pick things up. Meaning I can have the shulker box on top, and all of the sand will go in. But when I want to break the shulker box, I can just flick the lever and break it, and it will not go through. Also, all of these furnaces are now smelting, and everything is going into these chests. And at the speed it's going right now, it shouldn't take too long to smelt all of these items. And it doesn't seem like the minecart is getting enough items, so I'm going to take a stack of this and just put it in this chest. And that way all of these furnaces can be lit. If there's not enough stuff in the chest, then the minecart can't pick enough stuff up, so it can't put stuff in all of the furnaces. Also, these mobs are kind of messing up the minecarts, so I'm going to fly back to my house real quick and get some rest so no more spawn. It turns out the shulker box thing wasn't that great of an idea, because the minecart takes items out faster than they can actually be put in. But maybe if I get a lot of items that I want to put in here, I can just put another chest on top. And the glass really is smelting so fast, and there's still loads more to smelt. And now the shulker box is completely filled with glass, and it didn't take long at all, so I'm very happy with this smelter. However, I need 1 ink dye for every 8 pieces of glass, and luckily I have wither roses so I can make some with those, but I don't know how many I have. Yeah, that's all of them right there. And luckily, it is just enough to dye this entire shulker box. So I'm going to make all of the dye and get crafting. And now all of the glass is black, so I can grab the shulker box and fly all the way to the monument to continue the outline. And now I've already used up the entire shulker box, but I did get pretty far. I started here and I got all the way over there. So progress definitely is coming along, but there is still quite a bit to do. So once again, I'm going to mine up a load of sand. And this beach has definitely seen better days, but at least I now have a full shulker box of sand. So I can chuck all of it in here, and while all of this smelts, I'm gonna need to get more black dye. And luckily, if I go into the end, and fly very far over the void, I have a wither rose farm over here, and I don't know if there's any in the chests right now. Okay, there's 2. I'm going to need a lot more than that. So I can fly up to this glass platform right here, and watch from afar as the farm gets me loads and loads of wither roses. I need about 3 stacks of wither roses per shulker box of sand, so it's probably going to take like 20 minutes to get all of it, and hopefully it's been long enough. Okay, hold on, stop. That could have been bad. I did not expect to use a totem from that. Anyway, I think it's been long enough. I have just over enough, so I can fly all the way back and go back home. Now I can start crafting black dye. And now the shulker box is completely full, with 1 black dye to spare. Definitely cutting it close that time. But now once again I can fly all the way to the monument, and get to work placing glass. Sharped up pufferfish, is that rare? Wait. Oh my goodness, that's so rare. Hold on. 5.5, alright. 2.5% chance. So 0.25, but instead it's 0.55 times 0.13. So I just killed a guardian and it dropped a pufferfish, which is a 0.715% chance, because I have looting 3, but that's insane. And now I've officially run out of black glass. It's just crazy the amount I need for this project, but I'm officially over 3/4 of the way done, and I might as well keep working on it, so I better mine some more sand. And now once again, all of the sand can be put into the smelter, and I can get some more wither roses. And I might as well repair my shovel while I'm at it. And with that done, I can craft all of the black dye I need, and get all of the glass ready. And hopefully I won't need any more glass to finish it. However, I am guessing that I'm going to need more. But I'll still get done as much as I can for now. And again, I have run out of glass, but I'm so close. I think half a shulker box more of sand would definitely do it. But I've gotten bored of working on that. So first I'm going to use the creeper farm, and then make a portal in the nether, to once again look for diamonds. And they seem to be everywhere. There's some over there, and some right there. And I just got a couple that were right next to each other as well. And there is the first stack of diamonds found. And now I have over 2 stacks, but I'm still going to try to get 1 more. And that is the last diamond to get to 3 stacks, and there's still quite a few around, so I'm going to grab them. And now I think I've found just about all of the diamonds in this cave, so I'm going to make a portal, fly back home, and actually I've stumbled across a bastion. Now I don't think I've been here before. And you know, I can't say no to free gold when I see it. In fact, I may actually be able to get an armor trim here as well, as long as I don't die to any piglin brutes, that is. Alright, nothing great in this chest. Alright, that is a piglin brute. I don't want to die here. I just need you to jump off. Now I should be able to get this chest. I think I'll take the lodestone. I don't really know what use it has to me right now, but I will take it. And there should be another chest somewhere around this way. And that is a load of obsidian. That is a lot. I will definitely take that. And I think I'm going to leave the block of iron. I think I must have loaded this bastion before 1.20 because I did not find any smithing template upgrades. Now I'm going to craft the diamond blocks. We'll see how many we get. 25, you know what? That's not bad. It's just about what I expected, but how much of the beacon will it get done? Alright, well, let's see. Just place all of these down. And you know what? That is quite a bit that we got done there. The bottom layer is going to be a lot because it's over a stack of diamond blocks. But I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. And with that done, it's about time that I work on the monument. So I'll first gather a load of sand, as well as some wither roses, and craft all of the glass I need. And with that, I can finally finish the perimeter on the ocean monument. Are you ready for this? Yes, it's a monumental occasion. See what I did there? Finally, the monument perimeter is completely done. And I had loads of black glass to spare as well. And that was probably the easy part. Yeah, draining it is the part that's going to be very difficult, but I'm not going to do that this episode. It just looks so cool from up above. And you know, I have more time this episode. Why don't I work on the netherite beacon? However, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need a lot of TNT. So I'm going to spend some time at the gunpowder farm until I get enough for the TNT I need. Now I've gotten a good amount of gunpowder. I might as well put it all in here for now, or at least as much as I can. And now I just need to mine a load of sand. Honestly, I feel like so much of this episode has just been spent mining sand. And now I've gotten plenty of sand, so now I can fly all the way back home, craft loads of TNT, and finally go into the nether to get more ancient debris. Oh, look at that, I found some ancient debris just while mining. Okay, and I've hit lava, so I'm going to stop the tunnel there. And that is a tunnel completely filled with TNT, so I'm going to light it and get out of the way before it explodes. And now I can go through the tunnel mining all of the ancient debris as I find it. It's 36 ancient debris per block, so I'm guessing I'll be able to get at least one. And I only got 7 from that tunnel, so not much at all. But I'm going to make another tunnel going this way. Now once again I can place all of this TNT, and I should theoretically get a lot more ancient debris this time. I already see some right there, and one right here, so it's looking good so far. And now I've gotten to the end of the tunnel. I only got 22 ancient debris from that, so it's definitely not very good. It was going really well, but all of a sudden it just kind of slowed down. Also, this video took me almost 40 hours to make, and it's the most effort I've ever put into one of my videos, so don't forget to subscribe. And now I can smell all the ancient debris, and see how many netherite ingots I get from this. Only 5, yeah, that's slightly disappointing. It just shows how much I'm going to need to mine in order to finish the netherite beacon, but these can just go in here for now. And I've just remembered that I actually might have some more netherite in my, not in there, but in the item sorter room. I do have a bit more netherite scrap in here, and I can take 2 of them. As long as there's 1 in there, it's fine. And that means that I can make 1 more netherite ingot, which still isn't enough for a netherite block. Also, earlier I took the beacon from right here, so I'm going to have to get another one, which means I need to fly to the wither skeleton farm, and hopefully get some... I just got one first try. Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully get some skulls, so maybe it won't even take that long to get them. And now we have gotten 3 skulls, so I'm going to make my way to the end, and spawn in the wither down here. And that is a nether star acquired, so I can make the beacon, and place it back down right here. Now this area is definitely looking a lot more complete. And just like the last couple of episodes, I think I'm going to finish this one off by making another house over here. So I'm going to grab some wood, and get to work building. And I've just run out of wood, so I'm going to have to get some more. I'm not going to use the tree farm because that only gives me stripped wood with the axe, and it just takes way too long with my hand, so I'm just going to chop down trees near spawn. And this should be enough wood for at least the frame. So after a short rest, I can get back to work. And now the frame for the house is completely done, so I can begin building up the walls. And I've run out of deep slate, so I'm going to have to get some more. I should be able to get it done by day 700, but we'll see. And now the first floor should be complete. So this house that I'm building right now is the same one that I did in my other hardcore world. The one that I was trying to get to 100 days on, but I died in. So I thought it would be kind of fitting to build it here. And now the roof is completely done. I still need to do the second floor of the house though, which hopefully won't take too long. I don't really have that much time left though. And now the entire thing is done. I think the first floor definitely looks better than the second floor. I also added some leaves on the outside to make it look a bit more overgrown. I might as well move some beds in here as well. So that should be it completely done. Now I can put all of this stuff away. Somehow this villager right here turned into a zombie villager. Alright, I'm gonna need to cure him. For that I'll need a golden apple, as well as a potion of weakness. And there we go. I just need to not have him die to my thorns, please. Alright, better just take this off while I go over there. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for him to be cured. And I'm pretty sure something happens to my lodestone, because usually when I'm in the nether it points to my portal, but I don't see the lodestone anywhere. I thought I had it under the portal, but it's not here. And the compass is just going insane right now. So I'm going to grab the one I got earlier, and put it right next to my portal. And now I don't have to remember the coordinates of my portal every time I go into the nether. And for a while now my infinity bow has been at durability 1, so I haven't been able to use it for anything. So I'm going to craft a new bow, and put both together in the anvil. And now the bow is definitely looking a lot more durable. And now the zombie villager has just been cured, and he's actually selling Sweeping Edge for 1 emerald now, which is very nice. But I'm going to move him in with the other villagers. Hopefully he cooperates. And now he is in with the other villagers. And as the sun sets on this world, that was 700 days in hardcore Minecraft.